And welcome back to Steam Prison Beyond the Steam, ladies and gentlemen. This one's way made by Mob Dr. Roscon. In the previous chapter, Cyrus and her friends had crossed through the desert, and they just got started on this meeting with a king. I don't believe the king's South American, but yeah, of King Jevite of this land. And it's be interesting to see where things go here in Ines route. Did we just won't greet me as soon? I opened the door. She bowed toward me silently, and my confusion is the same. Hello there. Is there something I can do for you? I have instructed my dream to assist you. Changing your clothes, please allow me. This is interesting, this wear. It's a new thing. So I was still getting ready. Wonder if something happened. Something like that. I can't think of any specific examples, but it's usually so efficient. There must be exceptions to that, right? She's a girl after all. Is she now? What? What's that supposed to mean? She is. Hi, certainly. Notice the yours especially. Oh, jeez, here we go again. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly what I just said. Well, not quite exactly, but basically what I just said. Oh, jeez. Oh, God, not this again. Parents are constantly telling me the same thing. You still live with your parents? I live in housing for single man, but I help out my parents home on days off. They're always trying to set me up with someone, asking when I'm going to settle down. It wouldn't be unusual to have a family by now, correct? Sounds like you're in the same boat. Hate to disagree, but no. I'm not. Oh, right, yeah. I'm not getting any sort of friends with my parents. That's because they're both dead, though. Things are just different in the deaths. I don't understand why you'd want to interfere in your adult children's relationships like that. Just be allowed to live however they like. Amen. Tell it like it is, my brother. Everyone should be allowed to live as they see fit. As long as it's not hurting anyone or hurting themselves, they should be able to live as they see fit. Freedom and responsibility go hand in hand. That's what it means to grow up, to have a life of your own. I get what you're saying, and I agree. It's difficult for people to change overnight. I still consider backlash when you start to erupt the new system. That said, I think I should do both abundance horizons a little. It's nice if you have no interest in opposite sex with you. Not you too, St. Jude. He's blushing, poor guy. Oh, jeez, not. This is out for you. This is. He's so. Well, I'm not sure I can say the word. Thirsty. I can say that word, though. He's so thirsty. And, yeah, he sees himself as God's gift to the ladies, apparently. Oh, jeez. I can give you a crash course, yes, to see. Is that even possible? Your experiences are so different. I feel like trying to explain ethics to a newborn. It's my job to say to employees bound time back. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Now, why don't you start off with confidence so we can take you to camp, especially with your capabilities. Okay, good. He's not. I thought he was talking about. Well, I'm not sure I could say that either. But yeah, I thought he was going to say about the birds and the bees and knowing him. Okay, so for once he's actually doing right. You mean Compliment Cyrus? Yes, she's very value emphasis focus on that. Okay, here you come. Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. Cyrus, that outfit looks great on you. Everyone's so enough to say. I'm trying to be more specific than that. This pain look, and I can't believe it. Specific how? What's going on? Did something happen on his way? Let me see. I'm impressed you're still wearing your sword. That was terrible. Wait, let's not be hasty. Thank you. Jason, do you say that? The handmaiden told me that women here aren't supposed to handle blades, so I was a little uncertain. But you put my doubts to rest. Our swords are collection extends to our bodies. Scars, we should wear them proudly. It looks like he's confident in the walk with her. It's because they're so similar. That's why. As I've said before, but I have to say again, I still say, will always say that, especially 2 years after the grand ending, they damn well should have guns, not just mere swords. Swords are nothing compared to guns. They can't be like, they can only be swung, and for only so far, they don't have the range that guns do, and they can't be like a rapid fire type thing like guns can. Yeah, jeez. Anyway. After discussing it with the group, we decided to spend the rest of the day resting at the palace. Caduceus was barking out orders every now and then. Seemed to be doing training drills. You're still here, my king? I can't seem to fall asleep. What's the situation? Unchanged. Grendel continues to send envoys to our neighboring countries. They have even occupied the border zones. Savages. I couldn't agree more. The strength of the palace's defenses dwindled chased by spies, but are you certain it was Swan's great interest in the suspicious house today? Especially when King Heapite indisposed doesn't seem. There are only four. Tonsus is not so far that we cannot accommodate 4 people, at least for now. Ruling the country is more about war. It's about more than wars and territorial disputes. Our duty to protect the people from those who live within our borders. Even soldiers have lives and families. Living in a desert makes trade a necessity. We wall ourselves in our country to suffer all we fall. Maintain the defense of our borders, but treat the travelers as you have. At once, your highness. It will be hard on the men, but I'll let them know. Yes, the situation has been hard on all of us. What situation? The effect of this has caused nothing but trouble. It had been an exhausting day. As the last time I read shut my eyes, my mind raced with thoughts of what lay in store. They told us we're free to do as we please, but I'm having trouble deciding. Just then, an idea popped into my head. Interesting. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, I'll have to go back to see what that does later on. Several days after our arrival in Camino. SpongeBob narrator voice, I gotta do it whenever I see that. Well, yeah, it says later, so that would, oh well, whatever. Long some length ago, negotiations with your family granted the opportunity to take the standard equipment used by soldiers here. I was really hoping to sit on the train crews though. We've been told those were confidential, so unfortunately that wasn't an option. They naturally won't be willing to reveal all the secrets and changes from a country they weren't even outlined. When I looked at it from that perspective, I was grateful you for me showing this much. Apparently the chainmail is meant to be worn underneath the clothes. It looks so heavy. It simply isn't light. Try picking it up. It's even heavier than I thought. I don't think I can walk in this. It would just get in the way during a fight. That all depends on your experience. Exactly. Anyone can do anything. Nothing is impossible to him who will try. That was Alexander the Great that said that. And indeed, if the man who conquered the known world said that, who are any of us to argue? You'd likely get used to if you had to wear it every day. I suppose. Would you like to try it on? You're joking, right? You crushed me before I could get used to it. Why don't you give it a try, Sir Ines? I am curious, but if I try putting it on, I'm afraid there's a chance. A chance of what? Interesting. What man? Yeah, there you are. Are you frequently attacked? Security is very tight here, but in the event something did happen, I would hate to be caught in a position where I couldn't operate as effectively as possible. Hearing the guards stand to each other day after day makes me anxious. It's probably just routine training, but still. He was right. Justice at the palace were running higher than I expected. I foot play when I'm unencumbered. In my standard uniform, if possible. It's not these clothes are uncomfortable, they do make it difficult to move freely. I thought these outfits were intended for sword fighting, but they'll get in the way of the battle. Even so, I think it looks good on you. You do? Yes, to be honest, I found it very awkward at first. I wasn't used to seeing you outside your uniform. But it's refreshing to see it something different. What do you typically wear not on your duty? Not very particular about fashion, so I'm not sure how to answer that. Something nothing is so flashy as this. It's hardly suitable attire for a day for him. I can just picture the cows pulling on the fabric. The cows. It's such a cute image. It would be a nightmare for me. Those animals have no concept of restraint. They'll pull me to the ground in no time. Iron helmets, six-foot shields, chainmail. Good to see your weaponry too, but it seems like that's out of the question. Right, they said no answer. Too bad. Always wanted to try using a curved sword. I do wonder why they tend to be curved here. They're just blades just like any other. Wonder if in this he'll know about the curvature too. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, I thought that was him speaking. I think straight swords are easier to handle personally. That also just depends on one's experience. They'll probably find that swords more difficult to handle. There must be some, yeah. It said about the advantage before how it actually can cut better than a straight handle, straight bladed sword. You go through more easily because the curve allows for a quicker cut and a more like straight swords you can skewer with them, but you can't really slash with them. I found that out at the Renaissance Fair. Without trying one myself, I can't say what it is. Sox probably wouldn't have any problem figuring it out. Sir sucks to know that with me. I'm the stronger between us, but he has better technique. Sometimes knowledge can prevail where sheer effort fails. I'm sorry to wish we brought him along after all. He couldn't refuse if we explained to him it was good for the heights. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. He has softened in recent years, but he's still quite stubborn. Knowledge we're getting here will be quite useful for protecting our party. Why an opportunity to implement it? St. Ewan seems intent on staying inside the palace, now creating. I'm Niles not privy to his activities, but is always running off to his own thing. Styles not the one looking for trouble. I'm just a bit frustrated that we aren't able to fulfill our purpose in this expedition. I really wish I could have gone with Vad's party. My working hours are both civilians, and Fizz probably struggled on his own. I've heard all the news how to handle firearms, though. Exactly. That's the way. Anyway, I'm not worried. It's Austin and a standing officer. Isn't that why you sent him alone? Because you're so confident in his abilities? I suppose that's part of it. I know I can count on him in any situation. You have absolute faith in him, don't you? Yes, we did used to be partners after all. You had one too, right? Tell me about them? I did. He was a good man. Was? Had a strong sense of justice. Pursued the truth relentlessly. Until he died. Oh. I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. It's fine. It's nice to remember him after all this time. It's also difficult. The memory has been gradually fading over years. I've already forgotten the sound of his voice, and the image of him has become hazy. So luck is the only thing I could remember him by. I'm so heartless. If you really were heartless, you wouldn't think of him at all. You certainly wouldn't talk about him with a keepsake of his. You're a kind person, Sir Ines. Forgive me. It wasn't my intent, but all I've done is draw out sympathy from you. Forgive me out this discussion. Why don't we go somewhere after we return this equipment? Late to stretch my legs. But if you train in the courtyard, we'd be glad to practice our swords there. True. That's just like you. Yes, I'll be happy to oblige. Interesting. Nice perspective, huh? This would be cool to see where this goes. They did that in the original game as well. Had other perspectives at times. Whoops. Spending time with Cyrus reminded me of things I used to have. Youth, patience, passion, innocence, and sometimes awkwardness. That goes hand in hand with youth. Sophistication comes from practice. Experience. What sort of officer will he eventually become? I can't wait to see. Now whose perspective is it? Okay, gotta go being back to Cyrus, but I'm not sure. And sometimes since I'm back on cable, just received a report that Shinji will be returning to duty. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means we'll be able to reunite with Vince's party. Finally, at long last, I've waited so long for this day to come. I was growing so tired of waiting, I was nearly turned to dust. Nothing gets by you, huh, Dupin? Dupin being the original Master Detective in literature. Before there was Sherlock Holmes, there was C. August Dupin, created by Phil's son Edgar Allan Poe. But Sleuth Zebs, I speak his name, because he served in the military. Well, naturally, isn't everyone? Of course, we should regroup with them as soon as possible. It's difficult to be on the same page when we're separated like this. I hope Alice is doing well. I imagine he's just fine. Why are you concerned? He's such a picky eater. I worry he might have lost weight if this country's food doesn't agree with him. He's a super father, too. The man lives by himself. He needs to have at least one person looking out for him. I'm certain he would hate to hear me say that, though. It just picks him with a sad look on his face. Indeed, he is a rather sour type. As I said, he reminds me a lot of Dr. Gregory House. Yes, so could I. Excuse me, everyone. I see you all gathered here. King Dream has told you. Please proceed at once to the phone. That's some suspicious timing. Oh, Creed, do you know about this? Yes, I knew it all. Wouldn't that be something? No, it's just a coincidence. I wonder what it was for us. I hope it's so we can unite with Ulrich and the others. Your Highness, I spoke no of the Vale's dream has arrived. Very good. I followed out Kid's example of the virus cast. Is that King G-Flame? Young man said on weakened tone. He looked straight and gave off a completely different eye on the King's Dream. They casually in their direction before stringing out his teeth. Hello, guests of the Wise King. Sorry for going so long without introducing myself. I suspect you know a great deal about me, so I'll keep this brief. I'm viewed like the other king in charge of this country. You're a group of explorers, right? I've been taking care of your friends. You were originally supposed to be in as soon as you arrived here, but I'm afraid the delay was my fault. Not at all. We heard about the attack. It's good to see you recovered. Indeed, thanks to your friends. I would be dead right now if not for them. So I still out with that's a good thing. King G-Vart. Sorry, we're here for a reason, aren't we? Bring in the other armed guests. Yes, sir. Ashmore Viz G-Vart answered. Ulrich, Ines, Finn. Already been hearing your voices over the past few days, and it's hard to feel special. What? Huh? Yes, primarily Cyrus died. In the courtyard. Wait, is that right? There was a wall separating us, so I suppose you could be somewhere else. Anyway, I was loitering around the courtyard when I heard something sound like heavy breathing. You heard heavy breathing? I said something like heavy breathing. Don't just pick and choose the part you like. Anyway, my curiosity got the better of me, so I devised a plan I thought might let me catch a glimpse of something. What? Wow. Something stupid. What are you talking about? Stop interrupting and let me finish. Long story short, it didn't work out. I've never had good physical activity. It was mostly the soldiers standing guard who made it impossible for me to see anything. So instead I strained my ears and focused all my attention on listening. What I heard was so practice. I can't. Wow. I can't tell you how disappointed I am, you two. It shouldn't have been that hard to figure out so practice. So it's the first thing I know. I don't know the first thing about souls. After a very powerful imagination. With my innocence back. You're the one who was saying something Stevie was probably going on. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was just saying. Whatever you would think was hardly innocent. Oh, King Dream looks so confused. Silence, perhaps you can give the better rest. Of course, my apologies. Oh, was that it? I was rather enjoying myself.
Yes, I apologize for letting things get out of hand.
Not at all. I could have watched you go on like that all day if I had the power to freeze time. King Gillard? I'm afraid I have something I must confide in you. It's quite important. Then perhaps we should retreat to the Royal Chamber. No, no. Right here is fine. I don't think it would be go well with just the two of us. You're too soft. Let's see, where do I even start? I'm not usually this nervous. Just so, I don't know if pathetic is the right word. More like baffling, really. Anyway, one's behind your attack, yours truly is Mayor. Queen Mother Mayor? There's more. She's the one who killed the previous king, too. I'm afraid sorry I won't cut it here. I'm not looking for an apology. Nothing to make up for her heinous acts, but I've come up with a way to set things right. Mayor must be put to death. I will step down from the throne and leave this country. But why? You've had nothing to do with it. I may not have participated in the crimes, but I'm just as guilty. I have killed the previous king because he wanted me to take the throne. If not for me, none of this would have happened. I'm truly sorry. It's despicable. I'm prepared to offer up my life if you wish. You can make an example of me to do whatever you think is best. Where's Queen Mother Mare now? In her room, under guard. I see. Place King Givad under arrest. Confine him and the Queen Mother to separate chiefs and cells. Huh? What are you talking about? She should be executed. She killed your father. My country's king. Her own ambition. Ridiculous. Taking him life won't bring him back. Even so, I'm telling you, you have no other choice. Mind your tongue. You have surrendered your right to speak. No one is to be killed. That is my ruling. I will decide about your application later. For now, give yourself up quietly. You're making a mistake, you know. You should have killed us both. Understood. Your warning is appreciated. Farewell, King Givad. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing. Please look out for them. I guess. As my last act of king, that's just dramatic. I asked them to stay. I asked them here so I could entrust them to you. I will see them taken care of. Thank you. Since now I want to step down, but you are the true king of Canaan, brother. Although I doubt you can't, though I doubt you can't hear that from me. Nevertheless, do not forget it. What on earth is going on? I know, right? As I sat on the sidelines, there was no one to answer. Not to even ask all the kind questions that were bubbling up inside me. The Tiger King was beaming as the guards escorted him away. The other king appeared grim as he watched them go. None of it made any sense. There was the sound of a door closing, followed by receding footsteps and total silence. A handful of seconds felt like an eternity. I have nothing more to say right now. Conditions of your stay remain unchanged until things are settled down. That is all. The tension was broken, the guards separated us again. Come this way, I swallowed the veil's dream. But we were finally all back together. There's not much we can do as bystanders. We'll see each other before long. We are returning home to Europe. You guys have spent time collecting the distant letters. I'm impressed by your work ethic. Don't be. It's curiosity more than anything else.
Leaving Ines and the others behind, we made our way down the hall to the common area. Maybe it was the gods at our side. Maybe everyone was having trouble processing the situation, but no one said a word. The desert wind, which has always been so hot, suffocating, seemed strangely cold just then. It's only been 2 days since King G.U.S. sat down. As now outside, I was only able to pick up bits and pieces of what was going on with this country. The one behind the attack on Jiva had been Queen Mother, Jiva's own mother. That same Queen Mother had killed the former king as well, King Jiva's father. She killed her own family, in the heights that would have been a serious crime. But everything seemed relatively calm in the palace. In fact, it was eerily quiet, as if an unseen hand was holding things down. Someone's in the courtyard. Good evening, King Drain. It's Cyrus.
I know that. I'm not so stupid I cannot remember the names of my guests. What are you doing here?
I'm just out for a walk. I got sick of being cooped on my own room all the time.
I see.
His responses are terse as always. Never ask follow-ups, and never elaborate. Unlike you, who could answer a single question 10 different ways. Maybe it's not fond of conversation. Not very good at it myself. What about you? I suppose you and kings need a break now and then.
Yes, perhaps.
I thought so. The friend here is so beautiful. Just looking at it soothes my heart.
It's beautiful.
Yes, don't you think so?
I'm not sure. The garden has been here before I was born.
I guess he's saying it to a parent that knows his beauty.
How much do you know about me?
The first turned pale as he dropped him on top. His gaze was focused directly on me, and I couldn't tell what he was thinking. What do you mean by that?
Are your parents still alive?
Yes, both of them are alive and healthy.
I see.
Maybe I misunderstood his question. I knew that his father, the previous king, was dead. Why did that have to say mine were healthy? King.
The king did not deserve to die. He still had so much to teach us. He used to find himself frustrated that he was taken by Cadio before his work was finished.
Cadio?
A god that collects souls to adorn himself with. He moves without sound and vanishes into dust. Souls that will never to Cadio's favorite heroes, influential figures. He specifically targets those who serve as beacon swallows. So the story goes. Unexplained deaths are always attributed to Cadio, and written off as unavoidable tragedies for hundreds of years now. Thy king's death was also supposedly the work of Cadio. As I'm sure you're aware, it happened so suddenly, just out in the hours before his death. A clear memory of being with him, but I cannot recall what we discussed. Never mentioned it the last time. thought he would contracted some illness I didn't know about. I even blamed myself for not noticing. Then the perpetrator was found. I learned it was creamy mother may have. I felt relieved.
Relieved? I wonder if a person perhaps I misheard him. King continued, fumbling to find the right words.
During our interview, you asked me at my birthplace. It is unlikely that in some like you. Truth is unclear one way or the other. There is no way to confirm it or deny it. My mother died before I was old enough to remember her. The exact cause of death is unknown. Historical record merely says that she threw herself to death. She had two parents laid to him by blood, both alive and well. Growing up, he received all of their love and honored him for it. Was dealt that he had right, and that's why, yes, I was happy when Jiva told me to kill me and offered up his own life. I felt joy to be finally rid of what had been holding me back for so long. Full of your selfish joy. Been preparing all my life to one day to the throne, even amidst rumors that I was not the king's true son. It's never been a requirement that the king's successor be a blood relative. Our history makes that abundantly clear. Monarchy has only become a dynasty over the past 4 generations. Family ties all been leniency. But believing I could inherit the crown as long as I free to do so. Thought I could defeat you, but in reality, this isn't how it works happening. The fact that I entertained having a family member killed even for a moment means I'm not fit to rule. I should not have spoken of this. Forget this conversation.
I don't believe it's possible to control one's own memory, so I'm afraid I can't promise that. I do swear not to speak for anyone.
That will suffice. Yeah, I can imagine it would be hard to process.
It was hard to process what just happened, like I've always been dreaming. Some ways forget about so I should know what things like. Don't hang in the sky but was filled by clouds.
Huh. Wow.
Let me just see. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of this chapter, ladies and gentlemen, to keep this from getting too long. So if you dig what I'm doing, please consider subscribing, and I'll sit back. Very well.